Now, we've been looking at the knee cut on a supine opponent. Now let's look at how a collar and sleeve can be used against a seated opponent. We have an opponent who's in a seated position, just like so. First things first, I want about a step between his legs. This is my goal. If my opponent has his feet close together, it can be quite difficult to do this. So what we'll often do in these situations is start to move laterally so our opponent has to go to follow us. As he does so, that's exactly when we step in on our training partner. Now from here, we put a post hand on our training partner's opposite shoulder so that I can push his shoulders back and fix up the grip that I really want. If I just reach here, he can reach around my leg and start capturing my legs. Okay, so we use this hand here to monitor the distance. You can grab the gi, or you can just post on your training partner from the forehead to the shoulder, like so. So when he goes forward for the single leg, he's fighting against his own base. Then we get the second hand on, just like so. As he reaches for us in this situation, we're going to come through, we're going to grab a hold of our training partner's sleeve, we're going to take a big step to the outside. For him to get a knee shield in front of us is going to be very difficult. Even more so when we take our knee and we put it here on his opposite hip. Now we cut everything over to the opposite side. So I push with my right hand, I pull with my left, and as a result, we end up right in that perfect position that we've been talking about. When he tries to bring that knee shield in, it's too far behind me now. Now we focus on pushing that opposite shoulder to the mat. My head goes over my own hand. Watch how my head goes over my right hand. As I push down on his shoulder, my head comes over my own hand. That's what makes it easy to pivot around the corner. Fold our man down and end up in a good pin across our training partner's side. So once again, we have an opponent. From here, we start moving. We move laterally so he opens up to a situation where we can get in there with our foot. Now, when he tries to come towards us, it's hard because you're controlling the opposite collar. Now we lock up, we go underneath, we get a hold of our training partner's sleeve, and from here, look how I step into the opposite hip. It's going to make it very hard for him now to get a knee shield in place in time. Now we drive everything across in the opposite direction. When he tries to work from here, my head goes over my own hand. My foot turns and pivots. We settle everything in, and away we go to a good pin. This is a very practical way to apply the same move on a seated opponent rather than just a supine opponent.